course, welcome back. Joe Warren here to the program. Bellator 166, December 2nd. Thackerville, Oklahoma, of all places. He's got Eduardo Dantes coming up. You were kind of up and down there for a little bit. You fought Dantes back in 2014, decisioned him, then lost to Galvo, beat Davis, lost to Cadwell, beat Kakel. Like, you've kind of been on a little bit of a wave.
Well, it's not just the last few years. It's my MMA career, dude. It's riding a roller coaster. Okay, you know as best as anyone. You put a man in a cage, it doesn't matter what his name is. It's going to be a damn war. Okay, most unpredictable place in the world is that cage. I'm getting better every single time. That doesn't mean that the competition's not either. And weird shit happened. You know, I got verbal submitted and got my belt taken from me from Galvo. You know, that doesn't happen, okay? Like, I didn't even know I yelled out, okay, personally. So that sucks, you know? And then a few fights down the line in Thackerville again, I fight Caldwell. You know, my first takedown of the match, I dislocate my kneecap, tear my MCL, okay? I don't know what to do. I'm stuck on the ground. First time I've ever been in a fight or a wrestling match where I've been like, wait, I can't fucking move, okay? And I didn't know what to do, so I stood up. When shit goes bad in that cage, it goes real bad. I got body slammed. I woke up on the mat. Okay, that's the bottom line. Got choked out. So those are those two losses. Okay, and then I just rape LC Davis, and then this last guy I fought, Sirwan Kawai. That dude was one of the toughest fighters I've ever fought. You know, and I had to put it down on him. So you know as well as I do, you never know what's going to happen in that cage. And that's kind of why that's when it bent like that. But also, when you're fighting for belts and you're at the top of the food chain, you never know what's gonna, shit happens. So I'm a champion. I've been a champion for years. That means when shit's done, win or loss, I put it behind me and move forward. You know, I might cry about it a little bit, but I just move forward. If I dwell on a win or dwell on a loss, then you're not gonna be ready for the next one. So this one, that being said, I'm the best, baddest man there's ever been, and I'm ready to get down and dirty next Friday.
So it's a rematch against Dantes. Is there, obviously you've been watching his fights, how much, you've obviously improved, like you said, but how much has he actually improved?
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of fights. We talked about this before. As long as I'm offensive and doing what my coach is teaching me, he's going to be on the defense the whole time. And when you're fighting on the defense, that's a scary thing to be at. I believe MMA is a game of matchups, okay? It's not a game of who's better. Yeah, and these are things I know I've heard that come out of your mouth also, but it's the truth, man. And the bottom line is sometimes Galvo, it's a bad matchup for me, and I have tough fights against that guy. Now, Dantes, I believe from our last fight to this fight, his coaches back in Brazil said, I need to get this guy a little stronger, and he's a point fighter now. He's trying to win fights with jabs and kicks. Okay, you can't beat me with a jab. You can kick me 1,000 times. I'm still going to get to you. That's the problem. I just think we are a bad matchup. That being said, he's like a stick of dynamite, man. Okay, like I can't say bad things about him because he's like a damn ninja when I watch the shit he does. So if I was an average Joe, I probably wouldn't get in the cage with this dude. But, I don't give a shit. It's just a body in front of me. If that's the way I think about it, I can run right straight through him. His wrestling is not the level of the Sirwan Kawai, okay, not the level of LC Davis, not the level of even Galvo. So that's how I beat him last time. My hands and everything are working well. I tell you that all the time. But I believe it's going to be who's tougher, and that's my win every single time. I'm ready for that throw down, drag out fight. I don't know if he is.
So how much longer do you plan on fighting? Because, you obviously had a storied career in amateur wrestling and, and world champ. And then now you're a world champ were a world champ in MMA. Now it's like, what more do you have left to prove in combative arts? Like, how much longer?
Yeah, I'm not out there proving anything. This is a business for me, Trigg. I'm fighting for money to take care of my family. And the more I win, the more money I make so I can take care of my family. Okay. I'm the smartest trained athlete in the business, from Phase 4 and Bob Forster. I deal, there's 100% of us. Okay. People like to say 110%. It just doesn't work that way. There's 100%. And I work 50% training, 50% recovery. Okay. So I'm 100% going into every single practice. I'm mentally a lot better because I'm not cutting so much weight. I'm not beat up every day. Oh, my arm hurts. That doesn't happen anymore, okay? The old days that you shut my mind off and run through that damn wall, that's, I believe technology's finally caught up to us, and we can test the individual and not overtrain him. And the things that we've gained with our age, in our mind, our mindset, our aware of where we are on the mat, just everything. I think that gains when you're not overtraining. So, I mean, I'm faster, stronger, and quicker than I've ever been right now. So I can't tell you how long this is going to be. I plan on winning this other belt, renegotiating a contract, figuring out where I'm at. Me personally, I'd take another job like this, but I just can't offset the cash right now of doing that. And I think I am safer right now than I was when I started. You guys threw me in the cage in Japan. I had no training. That was scary shit. Okay, now I'm fighting these killers, but I'm technically as sound as they are. So I feel like I'm a little safer right now. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to be done, but right now I'm still winning, and I'm, if I'm getting my ass whooped, then I'll jump out. But it's not happening that way.
How has the change been over there since Bjorn's been out? Now it's been enough time to go. Okay, I see the real differences between the two camps. How has the change been for you?
Yeah, for me, they're still keeping me active. I don't, Bjorn and that era, they always had me set up for something in the future. Joe, when you're done, we can have you make some money outside of that cage, grab a microphone, talk a little bit. I'm not getting that anymore from the new regime. I think Kogan tells me, which he's brutally honest, Mike Kogan all the time, I'm a friend of his, but bottom line is, if you're winning a belt, we're not using you for something else. You're our champion, and he's like, Joe, you can have fights that aren't for a belt or for the toughest guy in the world. You can take other fights. I just personally don't. Why am I going to get in a cage with a man? It's so much nicer to get out of that cage with a belt or be a world champ than to fight some guy and have the same fight for nothing. For me, I mean, you can, it's a media hype, MMA. So they hype these people up. That's why everyone assumes they're going to kick my ass. Okay. That's great. Why? Just because I'm small? Yeah. Then you get in the cage with me and see that mentally I'm not going to fucking lose. I fight for money and for my family. So it's just been, there's been no problems. I haven't had any problems with them. It's just what happens is Bjorn was more of a hands-on guy, and Coker's more of a businessman. I take care of the crew. I let other people deal with the fighters, so there's no backlash. Okay, that's why everyone loves Scott. Because he does promise you things and gives them to you. And always said he's there to, protect me, or as soon as I want to do something else, I've given so much to Bellator that he says he'll help me. But I'm just in this position where, I'm on the top. Why stop? If I was on the bottom digging holes and shit, that'd be one thing. But I don't see the difference between an amateur fighter and a world champ fighter once you get them in that cage.
There really is. It's the same punching. It's the same hits. It's the same nicks and bruises.
And the younger guy's probably a little more hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Yeah, they really are. So, obviously, best case scenario, you go out there, you submit this guy really quickly and get out of this fight. But how do you think this fight's going to go? Knowing how Dantas actually fights and how you fought him before. How do you think this fight now is going to happen?
Yeah, this fight, I plan on just being the aggressor again, being smart, everyone tries to catch me now with knee bars and ankle locks, and you know how it goes once you get to a certain level and they can't stop your wrestling. I trust my hands a little more. I say this all the time, but they're landing, and I think I'm in the best shape of my life. Mentally, I'm in a great spot. I have an unbelievable supporting cast. Family's great. This is the first time I actually have money in the bank, so I'm freaked out. I just fought, so I'm not freaked out about the loss. I believe if MMA would just lock down these freaking flat rate contracts, they're going to see way better performances out of people. You give me a flat rate, I know what I'm making no matter what. Now I'm going to go win. Okay. A lot of us athletes, we're worried about that loss. And if you lose, what happens then? I only get half of this paycheck. So I believe this is going to be a war again, okay? You can talk about technique all you want, but this is going to be a throwdown war again. He hates me. I think this guy's a piece of shit, okay? He's talked a lot of shit, okay, made things personal. He's the dullest tool in the shed, okay? The guy's not the smartest guy out there. He was saying I was using TRT and I got caught for THC. Motherfucker doesn't know the difference between the letters, okay? And so it's like a personal, it's like personal vendetta for me, like I make it really personal every single fight. I just really don't like this fucking guy, and he's got my belt back again, and it's going to be really satisfying to take it off him again, so I'm ready for a war. I'm ready to get bloody and see who's tougher. I don't believe that's who this guy is. It's going to be in Thackerville, WinStar World Casino again. Same thing. I fought him there the last time. Just like my home fighting ground. I fought there 6 times. I've won belts there, lost belts there, verbal submitted there, choke people out there. So, it's at least a comfortable situation for me. I think I'm in a good spot right now. And I'm just going to, I'm going to give everything I had and throw it out there and see what happens, man.
That's Joe Warren. He's got Edward Dantes coming up here. Bellator 166, December 2nd. Joe, thanks so much for coming on here, man. I really appreciate it. It's great to talk to you again.
Anytime, man. Anytime. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. We'll be jumping through some windows together or something.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait.
All right.
Talk to you, Joe.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.